Few entertainers have ever touched as many lives or worn as many faces as Robin Williams. He was an unstoppable force of comedy, a master of improvisation, and a chameleon of the dramatic screen. From the alien Mork to the beloved genie, from the troubled therapist in Good Will Hunting to the haunting role in 1 Hour Photo, Williams captured every facet of the human spirit. But behind the laughter was a man battling storms invisible to the world. This is the story of Robin Williams, a life of brilliance, joy, heartbreak, and unforgettable humanity. Born in Chicago in 1951, Robin grew up as the only child of Robert Fitzgerald Williams, a senior executive at Ford, and Lori McLaurin, a former model. The household was wealthy, but Robin often described it as lonely. His father traveled frequently. His mother was elegant and witty, but emotionally distant. Young Robin retreated into his imagination. Surrounded by toy soldiers, he created entire armies, giving each one a distinct voice. It was the first glimpse of his boundless talent for impersonation. At school, Robin was shy, overweight, often bullied. But when he discovered theater, he found his voice and never stopped speaking through it. In the late 60s, his family moved to the affluent suburbs of Marin County, California. There, Robin slimmed down, joined the drama club, and began to shine. Teachers called him a genius of improvisation. After studying political science briefly, he enrolled at Juilliard in New York, where he met Christopher Reeve. Their friendship would last a lifetime. Reeve later recalled that Robin was the first person to visit him in the hospital after his accident, sneaking in dressed as a Russian doctor just to make him laugh. At Juilliard, Robin studied under John Houseman, but was told he was too unique, too wild to be confined. Eventually, he left, diving headfirst into stand-up. Robin's big break came in 1978 when Gary Marshall cast him as Mork, an alien on Happy Days. His audition became legendary. When told to sit down, Robin immediately perched upside down in the chair. Marshall said, "We found our alien." Mork and Mindy became a sensation. Robin's improvisations often left co-stars stunned. Scripts would note only, "Robin does his thing." Suddenly, America had discovered a manic, lovable whirlwind who seemed to speak faster than thought itself. But fame came fast. Robin turned to drugs, partying in the late-night scene of the early 80s. He later admitted, "Cocaine was God's way of telling you you're making too much money." In 1980, Robin starred in Robert Altman's Popeye. The film struggled, but it showcased his ability to transform into larger-than-life characters. By the mid-'80s, he began shifting to deeper roles. The World According to Garp, 1982, Moscow on the Hudson, 1984, and then the breakout Good Morning, Vietnam, 1987, where he improvised much of the radio banter. Critics hailed it as the perfect union of stand-up mania and dramatic sincerity. Dead Poets Society, 1989, followed, cementing his place not just as a comedian, but as a serious actor capable of inspiring an entire generation. The 1990s belonged to Robin Williams. He gave audiences timeless characters. The genie in Aladdin, 1992. The eccentric nanny in Mrs. Doubtfire, 1993. The Haunted Teacher in Good Will Hunting, 1997, which earned him an Oscar. Each role felt infused with both humor and heartbreak, as if Robin understood joy more deeply because he also knew pain. Behind the scenes, his improvisations pushed Aladdin's animators to their limits with over 16 hours of recorded dialogue. For Mrs. Doubtfire, he tested disguises in public, fooling bookstore clerks. By the 2000s, Robin sought to escape typecasting. He played chilling roles: a photo technician stalking a family in 1 Hour Photo, 2002, a disturbed novelist in Insomnia, 2002. Audiences were shocked. The man who had made them laugh now terrified them. Off-screen, Robin battled depression and addiction relapses. Friends described him as generous, always on, but privately exhausted. "You're only as good as your last joke," he once confessed. Robin continued acting in lighter films like Night at the Museum, 2006, and Happy Feet, but his health began to decline. In 2014, he was misdiagnosed with Parkinson's disease. Only after his death was it revealed he suffered from Lewy body dementia, a rare and devastating condition that explains his confusion, paranoia, and insomnia. His passing in August 2014 shocked the world. Tributes poured in from fans, comedians, presidents. The lights of Broadway were dimmed. The genie on social media was set free. When Robin Williams passed away in 2014, the world mourned together. Fans left flowers and letters outside the Mrs. Doubtfire house in San Francisco. Comedy clubs honored him by dimming their lights, and the Comedy Store's marquee simply read, "Rest in peace, Robin Williams." Friends and colleagues remembered his brilliance, but more often, his kindness. Matt Damon called him the soul of Good Will Hunting. Steven Spielberg recalled how Robin would phone him daily while filming Schindler's List just to tell him jokes and keep his spirits up. The most powerful tribute came from his own work, an image of Genie from Aladdin with the words, "Genie, you're free." It spread across the world, capturing both grief and gratitude in one unforgettable moment. Robin's influence was more than his films. He showed that comedy could be wild, human, and healing, and he left us all with the gift of laughter. This has been Bio Vault. Thank you for watching. If you enjoyed this journey, remember to like, share, and subscribe for more stories of the icons who shaped our world.